2, check 3, 4, cash, credit, debit.
All right. Welcome to Wine and Cheese, number 16.
Is it?
Yeah, number 16. We managed to hit 15 before I caused the entire empire to tumble from top to bottom.
That was my first question. Where's Mark?
So I guess, it'd be weird if I didn't just address this right in the beginning, but I'm actually excited because Wine and Cheese, this is the first time we're having a guest on the show. DIckie English, to me, well known for a lot of things, probably most well known to the general public as a member of the Molly Ringwalds. I would consider one of the leader dudes, you kind of.
Oh.
Well, I'm saying, just from a fan's point of view,
Yes, I am the leader of the band. Yeah.
But Mark, Zartome, the entertainment czar, anything you want to know him by, he is not here tonight. And there is a very specific reason that he is not here. So in an attempt to keep the momentum going with the show, and I've been wanting to get some guests in here anyway. I hit Dickie up last night, and he's going to sit here and talk with us for a little while.
Yep. I was second choice to Jimmy Fallon.
Well, it's funny because I hit you and Bobby up, Bobby Herner from the Bag of Donuts, kind of at the same time, and Bobby was like, "Oh, I'll do it next week," so he'll be here next week.
Oh, all right.
No matter what.
Awesome.
Hopefully, I'll have Mark back by then.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to have Bobby? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, no. We would we'd let Bobby get in here anyway. And so, Dickie, my life is a fucking shit show.
I know. I hear it every week. It should have just been called Shit Show.
I mean, that, and actually that name has previously been taken by what's the blonde-headed dude that was on half blonde. No, he was on news radio and
Foley?
No. The he's like gay.
Andy Dick.
Andy Dick.
Yeah,
he did a show.
Name.
He did a show on Sirius Satellite Radio called The Shit Show. So that name's already been taken.
Impressive.
But I mean, I manage, like, my life is fucking. It's like it can be so miserable, and I bring it on myself. Like, it's nobody else's fault except mine.
Well, you want to tell us what happened? I'm curious to hear how this went down.
So Dickie is here because he's my guest, and he's in. I've invited him into the palatial estates.
It's great.
Yeah,
I got the code. I'm in.
Is it just as fucking fucked up in here as we explained it?
No, it's fine, man. It's well, like I was telling you when I walked in, it was so plain in here. I really thought it was a professional hit.
Yeah, if you in my like I've said before, in my bedroom is where I have everything. I don't stay here much. Out here is it's just minimalistic, and it's fucked up because at the end of the last podcast, we began to get some momentum with the show. Right. In fact, we're doing number 16, number 14. We got 103, 103 unique listens, which is 103 different people in the first 8 days. So we've doubled our audience over the past 5 or 6, and like once you and I think I said it a couple of podcasts ago, I was like, if we get 100 people, like, and
you got to keep going. Yeah.
You got to keep going.
I remember when y'all were at like 40.
Yeah.
And y'all were all excited about it.
Yeah, we were,
which is
and
good.
And it was kind of on me because I'm a flake ball at times when it comes to doing this show, and I would cancel,
Yeah.
And so Mark is not here because at this point he's quit the Wine and Cheese show.
That's insane. That's insane.
And
now, I told my wife about this earlier. She goes, "So what is it, Dick Cheese? Like, what's the show?"
No, I mean. And I'm not joking. Mark is not here because he quit the Wine and Cheese show. And not only did he do that, I don't have, he told me via text message because he won't talk to me right now. He told me he quit the Pickle Scoop show too.
What?
Yeah. He quit the Pickle Scoop show.
Give me his number. This is insane.
So here's what happened. All right. So we talk about it on this show all the time. I'm in this cover band called Paper Chase with, everybody in the band, I think. Mm-hmm. And we are, just like this podcast, we're starting to catch some steam. We haven't even been together 6 months. And for the first time, Miguel, who books our gigs, hit us up last week and booked our first gig that was $3,000 we were going to get paid.
All right.
Like we've been making like $600 a show for a bunch of that, and that's just what you got to do, to make it happen. But people are liking it, and everywhere we end up going, it's hard to get in, and then they like us. And we had a show booked at the Shamrock this past Sunday, which is so far, like, I didn't think it was going to be. It's my favorite place to play. It really is.
I've heard a lot about that. I haven't been in there since it's become Shamrock.
It used to be the old Rockin' Bowl.
Right.
Well, and it's a weird place to play because where the stage is, like, it's kind of an area where you could fit maybe 100, 200 people, and then there's like 10,000 square feet where there's a bar and pool tables and ping pong tables and cages and shit. And they're really good to us. And this Saturday was the third time we had played there, right? And they didn't even want to answer Miguel's calls 3 months ago, right? Well, Phil, who's also in our band, is in the Bar Hoppers.
Right.
He played there one night and talked to the owner, and he ended up booking us. Well, he booked us, and we made, I don't know, whatever. Let's just say we made $600. That night he loved us, booked us again. So we played. I think we made like, I don't know, 7 or 8. He paid us more. Well, this last gig, he doubled our pay. I think we made like $1,100, $1,200, something like that. Right. And they really take care of us. Well, I go to pee during sound check, and I go to open the stall, and and there's a flyer on the wall announcing that Paper Chase, my face is on it. We're playing at the Shamrock again on February 27th when they have their midget wrestling event. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Phil will be there.
Yeah.
Ryan will be there.
Yeah.
All right.
So which I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And I look at it and I immediately realize it's February 27th. Well, it's been at least 4 months ago that Dirtiest Players, the band that I'm in, with Woody, it's my original band that I'm in, the band that I was in with David.
Yeah.
I talk about Dave. I think David Philistry was my best friend. He's not in the band anymore because he's not here anymore. And we had gotten our buddy Jesus to get back in. Well, we agreed to play Allie's birthday party, who is Mark's girlfriend.
Yes.
And it's, obviously important to them, and they've been promoting the shit out of it, and we were really excited to play it. I love playing my original project.
Yeah.
So I'm all of a sudden double booked on that day.
That's not good. Who fucked that up?
Me.
Awesome. All right.
Me.
Just trying to get all the facts.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Basically, this is what happened at the end of the year last year, like around Thanksgiving, I found out that bands share a Google Calendar and they dark out dates if they can't make something. That way someone can go and look and, I know you're into Molly, so y'all probably don't dark a whole lot of shit out. But sometimes there's things where, hey, Pierce Penniless or whatever, another band you're in. Well, that date was darked out because somebody in the band was going on vacation. Okay?
All right.
So Woody and I look at it. We don't bother to put the DP gig on there because the date is already fucking blacked out.
It happens. Right.
Well, turns out that whoever was taking that vacation no longer was going on that vacation, and about a month ago opened the date up, and I never went back to look at it.
Right.
Miguel books the fucking date. No fault of his.
Right.
No, it was my bad for not putting the fucking thing on there to play.
I guess, but it sounds like a normal my bad kind of situation.
Well, so I'm on stage. We're about to go on, and I look at Woody, and I'm like, dude, we're fucking double booked on Allie's birthday. And I feel awful about this. I really do. Like, and I don't care if anybody's got sympathy for me. And Woody's the same way. I mean, like, I have a pit in my stomach just fucking talking about it. So I wait till we play our gig, and I wait till the next day and talk to Woody, and I'm like, man, what's unfortunate is I have to cancel the DP show.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but we're trying to, the whole reason I started this band was to try to make money. It's a business. It's not for fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fucking love it. It's awesome, but it's a business.
No, I know what you're saying.
The intention was to start it to make my friends have a better quality of life and make more money. That's it.
Well, and it's a business decision. This is a client that is going to pay you another couple of months from now, or another couple of weeks.
So I sit with Woody for a second, and I'm like, man, so that Sunday we're trying to do everything we can. I try to get the venue to push our start time back. We try to find a sub for Woody to play maybe the first set over, because over there at the Shamrock we play 3 1-hour sets.
Right. Well, where is the birthday happening?
Twist of Lime.
Okay, it's around the same time. I'm taking it.
Yes.
Okay.
They and the other band, like Zombies Eating Sheep, is Allie and Mark's band.
Right.
They're gonna play last.
Okay.
And we were set to play second, and the other band playing is this band, House of Goats, which I don't know if you know about them, but
I've heard
great dudes. They're fucking awesome. I mean, Allie asked these 2 bands to play because we were
right.
That's who she wanted to spend her night with.
Great.
And so, and I think there was actually some double booking issue with the House of Goats, but they were going to be able to play first.
Okay.
And we would play second. So Woody and I are like scrambling, trying to get a sub to play with Paper Chase, so where maybe we could play and then run to the It didn't work out. So I had to let them know, look, I'm sorry. And I guess I totally misjudged their reaction, because when I told them that, for one, they won't talk to me on the phone or see me in person. And Mark quit the Wine and Cheese show, quit Pickle Scoop, and they basically don't want to have anything to do with me.
Well, okay. Here's where my confusion lies. That's a very odd reaction. It just really is. Why quit Pickle Scoop? What does that have to do with this? I'm saying I have no idea what happened, but I do know after the Pickle Scoop show, Mark texted me and said, something happened after the Pickle Scoop show. It's going to be gold for Wine and Cheese. So I think something happened outside of all of this. So, dude, you just fucked up his week is what you did.
Well,
I think you caught him at the wrong time with that information.
And
that's what it sounds like.
So I've caused... Basically, my decision caused, I guess, and I was even clear. Like I've apologized so much. Woody has too. We feel terrible, and I'm like, I've even said like, so we're serious about this. Like, you're not doing this show anymore, and like this, our relationships are over. And basically, the response I got was, well, you did what you had to do. Right. So
yeah. Well,
and he's not here tonight. And, I was like, are we just not doing it tomorrow night? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, are we scrapping the whole thing together? And he's like, yes. I can't do the show anymore because the people around me are hurt and it would be a slap in their face. So at this...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is he not doing the show because of the Dirtiest Players incident or because there's Pickle Scoop?
No, this is all caused by my fuck up, right? Me causing us fucking Paper Chase to be double booked, and it was a shitty decision. My chick, even when I brought it up to her, she was like, you can't cancel on Allie and Mark, it's going to be bad, And I was like, well, what I told her was, and Woody and I discussed this, we were like, they're our friends, and they are legitimately my friends.
Right.
They're not. I'm not like, and it sounds like bullshit because I fucking fucked them over on her birthday show. But
but they are really my friends. Like, I don't have a whole lot of them that I actually consider that anymore. And, you know, I was like, man, I will assume that they're not going to be happy, but they'll understand.
Right.
And they'll be able to take it. And I fucking totally misjudged that situation.
Right. Well, I mean, another scenario. Was there any way to go to even your boy at Shamrocks and say, hey, look, man, we didn't realize it. He didn't realize it. We really want to dedicate to this other show. Is there any other date that we could do, you know, to make it up with something like that? Would he have at least moved? I mean, it's like over a month away.
And it is a month away. And when we brought that up to him, he canceled the band that was set to play that night and called us to come and play, and we're going to make a very good payday that night. And
wow, so there's a band out there that's pissed at you right now too.
You're
sons of bitches.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, to be quite frank with it, it was a business decision. We are catching steam with this thing. Mm-hmm. I want this thing to take off because I want Woody to make the same type of money that bands like the Mollies and the Bag of Donuts and the Chiwis make when they play, because he's just as good and he deserves it. He's better than than a lot of the people out there, and he's
like, dude, easy. I'm right here.
No, but that's why. Like, literally, when David passed, I was ready to fucking quit everything. Right. I was, but they kind of scooped me up and
good.
And I was like, you know what? I can't. This is the first place that is like quickly taking care of us, letting us do whatever we want, paying us more. But I can't fuck this up. Chuck Credo from the Mixed Nuts had just given us a referral for another gig. I can't be the band that's canceling.
Yeah,
on,
no, and I get it. It just it was an idea, but listening to this story, I don't think there's a. I mean, yeah, it's a shit situation. But
yeah.
I gotta disagree with the reaction. And I love Mark and Allie. I just kind of disagree with that reaction.
And look.
It's a bit crazy. And hey, appreciate the fact that they're hurt that much. I mean, that's a sincere love. Like, oh, man, fuck you, you know?
Yeah.
But, wow.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I haven't actually gotten to talk to Mark. Like, it's only been through text message. So a lot of shit gets lost in that. And, when I asked him if I could call him, he's like, we got nothing to talk about. The dude that my best friend on the planet, pretty much, Steve, that I'm in Dirtiest Players with, he hasn't even answered my calls. He's also in Zombies Eating Sheep now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This sounds like a coup.
No, it's not.
No,
it's,
I'm joking.
And Steve is... I would never question he and I's relationship. He's disappointed, and he's not happy with the way the whole thing went down, which I can't blame him.
Yeah, and I gotta, that just clicked with me too. It's like I gotta also put in effect these are two different bands. So
yeah,
a couple of the other guys I got fucked over.
Yep, exactly.
So it's more than just Mark.
No, it is, and it's it's Mayday's in the band. The guy from Pickle Scoop who does the fucking sound effects,
and yet he still quit. Man,
well, I don't know. Yeah,
what the hell did you do?
This is what I do to myself. This is like, dude, the last 4 years, I am on a fucking tear, dude.
Jeez.
Like, I can't, and that's what I'm saying. I'm causing this myself.
Thank God for this show, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
You gotta come back, Mark. I don't know if I can do this another.
Well,
I'm beginning to wonder which one of you was Whine and which one was.
That's what I'm. No. That's okay. Don't look. Trust me. I wanted to the first thing I always do is ask Mark. Is there anything miserable in your life going on? And it just doesn't feel right to ask you that.
Right.
It felt right with Mark. And here's where I'm at is that I'm really hoping that this will blow over in some capacity and that I'll eventually get him back in here. Because here's the issue. You can come in here. Bobby can come in here, who I've got next week. Anybody can get in here. The reason I do the show with Mark I've got chemistry with that dude.
Yeah, well, you could tell.
That's why this is good. It'll never be as good without anybody else. For some reason, we just click. And, you know, I told him today, I was like, look, I want to keep doing this thing because it's got momentum and I don't want it to just disappear. I really wanted him to come tonight. And even if he fucking ate my shit up, I wanted him to give his side of the story because we talk all this shit about gaining an audience and being honest. And I wanted him to come, even if he was going to say, I'm fucking done with this. Yeah. This is what's up. Click. It's a 5-minute show. Then at least.
Dude, this is great for the show. This is fantastic for the show.
Yeah, and
it's publicity. There's drama. What? And he quit? Fuck, I got to tune in next week.
Yeah, which you know, and obviously I would have rather none of that happen and just him, you know, be doing the show with him. But that's where we're at with that. And
how long has this been going on?
This, I let Mark know Monday afternoon at some point. And, yeah. And it hasn't, it's only gotten worse as far as I'm concerned because I'm like, he won't, like, they won't talk to me, but like through text messages, I'm using phrases like, please, I'm sorry, like, please, you know, like, come do this. Don't not do this because I fucked up on that. Like, you know, I know he enjoys doing this. You know, this is, to me, this is the best. He's a good broadcaster. Like,
he's excellent.
He's really good.
Dude, I sat in that Pickle Scoop show, and I mean, I've heard he's got the greatest voice, and I just love Mark's accent. You know, and because you have one, Mark. I know you're listening. And it's great though.
I don't think he's gonna listen.
And he's gonna listen.
I don't think he's gonna. Dude, I mean, I hope
he's gonna. I'm on here. He might block you out, but I'm on.
He can actually. You know what? He can turn the. He can turn the pan to one side.
That's all he's got to do. Fuck, I'm just gonna listen to Dickie. Because I love you, brother.
Yeah,
he is, man. He's, dude. I had such mad respect being in there. All those guys, honestly, but Mark is so just the wit is spot on.
He's that show. He's that show. And don't get me wrong, we talked about this before. You take Mayday away from there, and it loses a lot. But as far as running the thing and making it go and be funny and making it interesting, he carries the load on that. Yeah. You know? And, man, like, when we do this show, I'm not fake laughing. That dude makes me laugh, man. Yeah. Like, he cracks me up. And so it's
Phil and I were dying laughing in that hotel room that night.
And you talk about Phil Wang, who's in the Mollies with you. I think y'all travel together mostly.
Should I use a British accent, by the way? I'm trying to perfect my American accent while I'm here.
I got that's so funny that I don't know if I've ever told the story on the air, but David told me that he was subbing for the Mollies one time, and he didn't realize that y'all talk in a British accent from the time you get to the venue.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing.
It's on.
And no one told him until, like, y'all pulled up. And, like, Darren was like, oh, yeah, hey, you got to talk in a British accent.
Right.
And Dave was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And here's the funny thing. It's like, we might really be British. They're just trying to escape that green card.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, so I sound like I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah, David always had a funny story because, like, y'all went and played in some redneck town, and he said, like, one of the owners came up to him and was like, you know, I don't know if you boys are really from Great Britain.
Yeah, we are. We're from the greatest Britain.
Yeah.
I had a fellow one night. It's just after you do the accent all night and you've been drinking a little bit and you're on stage, at the end of the night, this shit doesn't just go away. You're like, oh, I'm off now. And I'm talking to this fella. We'll get back to the Mark story.
No.
I'm coming back to you,
please.
But I'm talking to this guy, and I don't know. I got the accent kicking, and he says, "Hey, man, you don't have to use the accent. You know, I know you guys are." And so I tried to explain it in a British accent because I can't get it. Like, man, I wish I could, but I can't get rid of it. And he just looks at me and goes, holy shit, you really are from there. I went, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I am. You know, the rest of it I just found out because I really was there, so they took me in the band. It makes sense. My last name's English. Hello. He's like, dude, that's awesome, and I walked away like, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
People are awesome. People
Yeah.
are awesome.
But, okay, so anyway,
So, I mean, I don't think there's anything more that I can say about it right now. I mean, I feel terrible about the situation. I'm not judging anybody for anything. I hate that it happened. I hate that this is going away if it does. I mean, but I'm hoping that, he'll at least give it a second shot.
I'll let him cool down.
At the bottom line, like I always talk about this, that you don't make real friends later in life. It's rare. When you're young is when you do that shit.
Right.
And him and Allie and those people, they're legitimately someone that I got, 3 years ago and are real friends. Not like these people that go on Pickle Scoop and this and that and who are just there to hang out. Like, I am their real friends. I really am. So I feel terrible about it. At the very least, I hope I don't lose this friendship because I really, like, I count on it now. Right. I do.
Yeah.
And I'm weak as fuck. I am. Like when it comes to that type of shit, like, I'm weak nowadays, and it's hard to lose stuff like that. So
I'd give him time to cool off.
Yeah,
if he doesn't cool off in a week, I think the one of the is this shit mobile? We'll just knock on his door.
Well, it is
reconciliation.
It is, and because the very
open up and know you're in there.
Yeah, I don't know how long you've been listening, but on the first show, I described how initially this was going to be an interview show like this is right now. Right. I was going to make it Wine and Cheese, and I was going to pick somebody once a month, once a year, whatever, to interview, and I was going to make it mobile, where, hey, I'm going to come to you.
Cool.
You want to do it at your house? Look,
that's right. You were ready to bring it to my house.
I told you today.
To which my 9-month-old is
you
not
got the kid, and I knew. I was just like, hey, if there's no way we can do it, you can make it. I can come over there. Right. I got a Mac Mini and an iPad, and that's it. That's all I need. Right. So I don't know. So I'm kind of at a loss with that, and obviously. Next week I'll have Bobby in here. I really hope that I have Mark back in here.
Right.
But I'll be talking about it some more and let everybody know what's going on. But that's about fucking half the show on me.
Jeez.
On me systematically destroying every relationship.
Yeah, Pickle Scoop. I think the Mollies might break up next week because of this, man.
Well, good.
This is bullshit.
Good. You want to know what? That is actually an excellent transition.
That is not an excellent transition.
It is.
Well, you said we could edit shit out?
Yeah. No. I want the Mollies to go fucking, on a nosedive. I know. Because, look, DIckie English is here. So look, you're fucking one of my favorite dudes, and I think one of the last couple of shows I talked about the fact that, we used to be kind of just fun acquaintances, and this last year, you really kind of inserted yourself into my life in a great way.
I'm glad you said into my life. I thought you were going somewhere else.
Yeah. And you've been great. So,
Thank you, sir. So have you.
But the idea is, let's hear about you. I think I have questions that I want to ask you about what you do, and I think maybe people don't want to know this type of stuff, but this is what I want to know.
Well, before you begin, it's a very touchy situation because there are certain interview situations where you have to volley it up. So
you don't have to answer anything you don't want to. But here's where I would start. Okay, just you personally. Are you the best front man in the city?
No. God, no.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
But
no.
Okay. Why aren't you I think you could be the best front man in the city.
Well, I mean, no. Look, I love what I do. I do what I do. Do you want to know who I think is the best front man in the city?
Yeah.
Bobby Herner.
Well, he is the best front man in the city. But
the end.
But
next question.
You're a much better singer than he is.
No.
Yes, you are.
It's not about that though. It's just
okay. What is it about,
dude? Bobby just embraces this ultimate infectious personality. That guy is Bobby on and off stage.
Yeah.
He'll walk into a room and he just brought air to the room. I love that guy. That's what I see. You can sing. You could be the fucking greatest singer in the world.
Yeah.
But the personality that comes out of him, everybody's got their own niche.
Yeah.
So it's got nothing to do with who sings better or who does it. I mean, when you're looking at frontmen, that's the guy.
Well, and because I'm sure you know forever. I don't know who coined his nickname. We've called him Fun Bobby since I can remember.
Friends?
Yeah, since I can remember fucking knowing him. Right.
Right.
Eliminate Bobby from the equation.
Okay.
Are you second best?
I don't know. I don't rate myself like that. I don't even. That's a terrible question.
Why don't you do that? I do
Because
that.
I let other people make up their minds. I just do what I do. If you like it, great. If you don't, fuck off. I don't care.
Yeah. Well,
I don't do it for. Look, I like to entertain. I always have. It's because I enjoy it. I'm driving in the car singing. Okay,
Yeah.
there's no audience in that damn thing. It's just what I love to do.
yeah. And don't tell me that it's a bad question on my own show.
Well,
Continue.
All right, it's a shit question. Is that better?
Yeah.
It's not a bad question. It's just it's not one like I'm never gonna say, dude. You know, yeah, you're right, man. I'm the best. No.
Well,
my talent level is my talent level.
I think
I don't measure it up to anyone else's. I'm not worried about anybody else.
obviously I knew you were going to say that, right? Because in my notes, I have a note right after it that says, when he says no, right? When he says no, because he's not that type of guy. Because that's how I think. I'm like, these guys have got to be going around and doing these shows, and they got to have egos and think that they're the best. And, you know, because that's the way I think.
I can't think I'm the best. For one thing, then I would never get better. You know?
Yeah.
I would never get better. If I thought I was already the best there is, what the fuck do I have to practice?
You want to know when I started even entertaining that? Because forever I've been saying, you know, anybody who thinks that they have seen a good frontman, go see Bobby Herner. Mm-hmm. I've been saying that forever. He is, I don't care, original, cover, you call it whatever the fuck you want. I want that dude fronting my band if it's not me.
Right.
Right?
Same here.
At Stash Gordon, it was very impressive what you did. And I was like, who else can pull this off in this manner? Who else around here could pull this off? Because not only did you nail all the notes, call it whatever you want, you played it up. You had the crowd fucking, and I've seen you at the Molly show. You know how to work the crowd. You may not be fucking stand-up comedian guy like Bobby is, but you got your own thing going. So I kind of knew you were going to say that, but that is the first thing that I want to ask any front man.
Right.
Any front man, you know, when I originally wanted to do Wine and Cheese, Bobby was going to be my first guest because I think he's interesting as fuck. The second guy is this guy, Vinny. I don't know if you know who Vinny is. He was the front man for a band called the Scorsese's.
Yeah, I know of him, but I've never.
Yeah, I was gonna.
If I have met Vinny, I drink a lot.
Yeah, and he's a like we talk about him on the show. He was on the when DP did our record. He was the only guy that was a guest spot on the record. He's great singer. That was the first question I was going to ask him too. Mm-hmm. You know, because I just want to see. Like, I want to see the person that goes.
You want to find the one jackass that says, "Yeah, that's me."
Because if you asked me, that's what I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm the best.
No, I okay, great. You know,
I wish. You know what? This is after the show last week. Mark and I fucking started talking about how we're gonna turn Wine and Cheese into a TV show, and we're gonna go to a 3-camera shoot, set up it in here, and like I got Mayday involved, and we're gonna do it. Obviously, I ruined that whole thing, but I'm still gonna end up doing it. I wish people could have seen your face right now when you said, "Great,
yeah,
great,
yeah, fantastic, good for you, man.
Good for you at being the best."
Yeah, here's your fucking trophy. I don't know what to tell you.
Here's your sticker.
Yeah, I mean, but look, if you feel. Do I feel I'm good at what I do? Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Yeah,
I do my best.
Yeah, but Dickie, why can't you say I'm good at what I do?
I just did.
No, you didn't. You said, You said, I think.
Well, I like to believe I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
You
are.
I trained vocally to be good at what I do.
Yeah.
Am I the best at what I do? Not at all.
Yeah. And you are. You're a fucking badass. And that's because.
If I didn't think I was good at what I did, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, I'd like to, and I would like to believe that I'm good enough to entertain people. Because if I wasn't, I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and that's like...
But I love what I do. So, and that's also a point, too, where, you know what? Maybe it's bullshit. Maybe if I didn't feel as good, I still love it so much. I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
Apparently, people are still coming to the show.
It's fucking ridiculous, actually. We're going to get to that about how ridiculous it is about how many people come to see y'all.
But
we're going to
right.
we're going to talk about that because, and I'll probably, maybe it's going to take me a while if Mark doesn't come back to stop bringing his name up. But that's why he's a good foil for me, because I come from a 100% competitive sports background.
Oh,
Music, I don't know anything about music. I know nothing about it. All I know is what I like to hear.
Right.
I grew up around some of the most amazing musicians in this city. Bobby, David Philistry, Chad Gilmore, like all these guys. I didn't pick up anything.
Right.
Right. So I look at it like I look at my band like a team, and I'm like, we're coming out to get you, and
Right.
I'm trying to be the best. Right?
Okay.
Even if I'm not even close.
Right. Well, that's fine, and I know some people that are like that. But there's a difference, man. That, you know, in sports, you have to be competitive. You have to say you're better because you're out to win.
Yeah.
You're not fucking winning anything with this. You've got to be part of everybody's team. That's the one reason that the Mollies and the Donuts and the Chiwis, we all get along.
Yeah.
Because we know we're not out to destroy them.
Yeah.
We're out to do what we do. We're not playing in the same place.
I wish I
and
could
even
think
if we
like
were,
that.
you know, even if we weren't on the same stage, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's more fun for us. You
Yeah.
know, let's all destroy them together. All of a sudden, that becomes like some We Are the World shit.
Yeah.
At that point,
I wish I could
But
think that way.
I mean, and look, you
I really do.
hey, if you don't, you don't. You know, but you're embedded into that sports.
Yeah. And you know, because now, I mean, you realize you and I are competitors.
No,
You and I.
you think so? I don't think.
You and I are competitors. We are in the same industry going after the same thing, right?
No, because there's enough of it to go around. We're not going after the same thing at all. You have an audience. I have an audience.
I think it's okay. This brings me to kind of one of my next questions. Are the Mollies the most successful cover band of all time?
I don't know. I doubt that. I mean, you know, I don't know. I've never looked at everybody else's numbers. I don't look at that stuff.
Yeah. I think about that type of stuff because you know what? I think y'all are.
I look at it this way.
They flew you to fucking Germany.
Yeah, well,
to
on your tax-paying dime.
Well,
though,
no,
that was
I'm
the
saying,
Army.
let's talk about that. You got the whole band and the wives and everything. I'm assuming.
No,
and
just the band.
but the
Yeah.
gear and the fucking.
No, they had that rented there already.
Well, even
Yeah.
better.
But
Like
it's the Army, though. I mean, that money's just flying. You know, they did that. They took care of that. That, and we have the Imagination Movers to thank for that, because you know, one of my neighbors is Imagination Dave, and he put in a good word for us because they asked, you know, hey,
Yeah.
anybody else you know? And he's like, dude, you got to get the Molly Ringwalds. And before they even landed, you know, we were getting an email, hey, we want to try y'all out, come and check it out. And we went, and it was great, you know, and there we were in Germany. Phil and I were drinking every ounce of Jägermeister in that place.
And I want to promote something right now. You and Phil Wang, so everybody knows who we're talking about. He in the
that going on.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
In the Mollies, he dresses up like a Twisted Sister.
D. Snyder.
Yeah, he's the bass player, and I've talked about Phil on the show before because I've actually known Phil about as long as I've known anybody. I've known Phil since I was about 14 or 15 years old because he was in a band with David and my friend Jeff. He's talented, man. Like, he can sing and play his ass off. Well, the two of y'all have an Instagram page called the Terror Twins.
Yeah.
So anybody who's on Instagram,
that moniker was given to us by Jeff, like Sir Devin Nooner.
Yeah. So if you're on Instagram, look up it's just Terror Twins, and it has nothing to do with the Mollies. It's just Phil and Dickie
fucking, I guess, before or after shows, just drinking and fucking just getting into shit. And it is fucking entertaining.
Well,
man.
I think it was your idea for the Instagram
It was.
account. So
It
that's
was.
How we did it.
David and I were like, dude, y'all need an Instagram account so we can follow you. And
Yeah.
sure enough, and I think y'all have actually increased and gotten some followers and
Yeah,
stuff. I think
there's a nice little handful.
the Terror
man.
Twins Army, man.
That's what we
Yeah.
do, and it's Phil and I have been in the Mollies the exact same amount of time. We both started. In fact, our 13-year anniversary is next week. It's the 25th. So how'd you end up in the Mollies? I have no idea.
Like, how did that come about? Because do you consider it very, very lucky that you
Yeah, it's
are
a blessing.
right? Like
Very
there's some, call it whatever you want, but there's like some luck involved there. Like shit lined up and
Yeah. Well, and I've told this story before, and I've told the guys in the band. It's the first time I saw the Ringwalds, and that wasn't my bag back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was.
Were they
watching-
playing all 80s then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was
Because
the thing.
it was Crush UK first, right?
Right. Excellent band. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crush,
which was an original band.
Yes. Crush, I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Ringwalds, I was, and I saw them. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna last. And that was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And I got into the band, and they, I don't know, they saw me playing with one of these bands I was in. Either
Yeah.
Pierce or Thrown Together, and one of the guys, Jeff, called up. Hey, want to know if you want to come play with the Molly Ringwalds? And I'm thinking, what, just like sit in? Or first I was thinking maybe he was going to ask one of my bands to open. So what, like sit in? No, permanent. I'm like, what? No, I don't. One, I'm not a keyboard player.
But you are now.
I get by. I
Well,
do
you-
what I got to do.
yeah.
But sure. Took me a while. There's a whole long story involved in it, much longer than Mark may be back by the time the story's done. But no, I got in, and it's great. And like I said, it's been a blessing. Everything that's happened in my life up to this point, I look and go, yeah, it's because that. I met my wife because I have my beautiful child. All of that is great.
Well, your
beautiful
life is
wife.
just fucking peachy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
Isn't
man. I just wanted to say, how are you doing?
This is the like.
I mean, my life is fantastic.
That
sounds like shit.
you know how fucking unhappy that makes me.
I'm so sorry. Hey, maybe
Hey.
you lost the competition.
Hey,
I don't know.
well, yeah, and it is a fucking competition.
It's not a
I'm late
competition,
getting
man.
in the game because my next question is: Are y'all the best cover band around here?
Nope.
Who is?
No. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still going with the Donuts.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad that
But that doesn't take away from the Chiwis either, because the Chiwis are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, but their song choice is terrible.
Nah.
No. Look, we could disagree.
I agree, and that's
Look,
why I just did it.
I love those dudes. Like I
Love
really
them to
do.
death, all of them.
I don't. They do the Journey and then all of that shit.
So do
and,
we.
Yeah, but dude, go look. I don't know. I cannot. Y'all are playing at Southport Hall this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. You don't even advertise, and there's going to be 1,500
What are
fucking.
you talking about? We don't advertise a giant billboard right across the street from the Superdome. Yeah, that's advertisement.
Oh wait, y'all are on that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that.
See?
Because all I ever see is like a Facebook thing, and
No, we do all that.
But
we got
still-
a publicist and everything.
when I come there to come to this show, I'm going to open the door and the crowd is going to hit me. Right? There's 1,500 people. Why do so many fucking people come to watch y'all?
Because they haven't seen us in 2 months. I don't know.
It's consistent, though. Every time y'all are there and every show I see y'all play, I get when y'all go on the road, like it's kind of captive audiences, like it's this festival or this part. But at Southport, there is not, like, you realize there is not another band in this state or anywhere around here that can fill that venue.
I don't know. I'll take your word for it.
Watch,
I
like-
only see my crowd. I don't have
Yeah.
time to go see everybody
No, I'm
else.
like, because that's the Bagnettos. We're boys with them. We go to a lot of shows there. Probably the most well-known international performer that's from Louisiana, Mark Broussard,
he don't even fill it halfway.
No, that was a pretty nice crowd in there. You know it. We were there. I mean, that was a good crowd. That was
Okay, so what you're talking about is when $3 bill.
Yeah,
y'all played with. I don't know.
What do you think? They came for $3 bill? We cleared that place out, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, well, it wasn't right away, and it was technically like a school night type night and all. But you know what? You're right. But that's the first time I've been to multiple shows over there. It's just, and look, if you've never been to a Molly Ringwald show, the stage show is unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable. I mean, y'all got a big LED screen on the back. The fucking your keyboard, you can drive it.
Oh yeah, I've been just about everywhere in my hover round.
How fucking fun is that?
That's awesome.
Darren, who is the drummer, can drive his drum set.
Yep. Yeah. Look, here's my answer to that. You know, if you've come to see us, great. If you haven't filled that place for the donuts or the Chiwis, shame on you. That's how
I'm telling you right now, the last time the Donuts played there was 250 people there. I was there.
Well, that's because they don't have dupes anymore.
And it
No.
Oh,
I just had to get that one.
Oh God.
That's that. Look, that's unreal to me because the Donuts, they were fun back then. They're fun now. They've reinvented themselves in the most
fucking amazing
awesome
way, right?
You know,
Yeah.
and I mean, if you're not packing that place just to see Kevin George's abs, you're an asshole. Okay,
Dude, you want to know what just came to mind when
this
you
calendar you gave me?
When you said and one of Dickie's parting gifts is Kevin George's calendar where he's half naked with a pumpkin over his dick.
Hello.
Jeff Wilson, my friend Squirrel, when he died, Bobby did his eulogy. He also did David's eulogy. Dupes showed up for the funeral. We saw Dupes after the show, and John Duplantis, who used to be the front man for the Donuts, the dude could have been mayor of whatever. That's how much of a deal he was. He comes up to me, and he says, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was pretty much, hey, when blah, blah, blah dies, he wants me to come do his eulogy, but right about midway, he wants Bobby to come in and finish it. And I gave Dupes a hug, and I was like, dude, that is some funny shit, man.
Dupes is great.
Yeah, he is. I actually ran into him the other day. He was at my building, and there's an auto title place, and he came in there, and it was fucking great to see him. He looked great. I could tell he was feeling good. Like, it was just good to see him.
Sang at my wedding, that guy did.
Yeah, right.
Good time.
And I'd like to see him in another band. You know, I really would. I don't think he's going to be getting into that anymore. But that dude was. That version of the Donuts was a whole nother thing that I don't know if you could recreate if you tried, right? They sold out House of Blues. I mean, everywhere they went, and it was if you never got to experience Dupes as the front man of Bag of Donuts, it was like now I consider it just a fucking machine. It's a pro machine.
Yeah.
Before then, it was a little more chaotic fun, but it was good.
It was controlled chaos in a sense.
It was good.
Because these guys, it's the only band I can watch and know they're all, not the only band, but they're all on the same page, even when it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
Like they just knew it was going to happen. You know it wasn't planned, but they just play it, pow, pow, and they're right with one another, right in step.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure you've heard me say I don't think they're the best cover band. I think they're the best band in the city, and I mean I really do. I respect them, not just because I grew up around these dudes, but they're my friends too. But I think they're the shit, and I think they're awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see their new bus?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the new bus. Yeah.
Are you jealous?
Mm-hmm. Well, I asked them if they had room for a keyboard in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, aren't you a little bit jealous?
Ah, man, what, of the bus?
Yeah.
No, I think that's great. You know, I mean, I just wouldn't want to have to clean that damn thing. You know? I know Jonathan takes care of it.
They pay some fucking
Jonathan.
Yeah, right? He's like, wait, you get $50 to clean the bus?
Yeah,
fucking right.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great bus. You know, I mean, sure, would I love to have it? And do I need it? Yeah, but
how do y'all travel?
Separately,
huh?
If we can, if we, you know, it's because sometimes brothers got to get back early.
Oh, trust me. Like the people. One thing that I don't know if people understand, but like the Mollies might be like the collection of some of the fucking most talented dudes around here. I mean, you got some heavy hitters in that band. You really do. I mean, between, I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to use whatever name, but I mean, Darren,
Randy,
the drummer,
Liam,
Liam, your Devo, with
Randy,
the Lego
Randy
on his
Wild.
head. He's like, I mean, that's fucking Jack Mealy, right?
Yeah.
He's, I mean, you talking about heavy hitters.
It's his
in
American name.
yeah, I mean, it's his nickname.
It's his nickname.
His nickname is Jack
Yeah.
Mealy.
Is that a nickname? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about serious fucking cats. I mean, that's the reason it's good. So,
But everybody's got their niche, man. That's
Yeah.
what I say. It's like none of us are better than the other,
yeah.
and it's opinion from that point anyway. Yeah,
Every
but-
one of you motherfuckers grabs the mic, too, during the show. Every single person on that stage plays multiple instruments, except maybe Phil and Darren. But Darren even gets up and grabs...
Darren's been jumping on the keyboards now. He played
has
solo.
he?
He played a wicked solo the other night that I was like, dude, you either got really lucky hitting those keys or you practiced some shit that still sounded better than anything I could do. You mother...
And I got to say, man, he's one of those guys that I've been around for a long time because when Metal Rose used to go to Florida, he was there, so I've known him. That dude, I wouldn't consider him a friend. He's an awesome acquaintance, but that is a fucking solid dude, man.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, for my original band when we went out of town, he took care of David and I, printed us a bunch of stuff for nothing, wouldn't even let us pay him. With Paper Chase, a group of people he doesn't even know. We had a show where we needed a PA. He's like, I got a PA at the shop. You can have it free. Come pick it up, bring it back. Like, solid fucking
Yeah,
dude, man.
he's that
Like,
guy.
Great guy.
Been that way since I've known him.
Yeah. So, anyway, we established that you're definitely jealous of the Donuts bus.
There you go. Are you happy with that? Jealous of the Donuts bus because it gets to carry around Kevin George.
Yeah. And speaking of those guys, I assume you listened to the last Wine and Cheese.
Did I? No, I think I listened to the one before.
Not that. So did you hear Mark and I talk about The Morning Life and their Kickstarter?
No.
Okay. Have you seen it?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think that's fine.
Do you?
Yeah, why?
Well, I didn't have anything bad to say about it, but if you actually go to the Kickstarter page and you look at the posts they're making, the first sentence has got David's name in it. And it's basically says, hey, this is our farewell record with David, and he's not. So because of that, we want to do this.
Okay.
Right? And
give him a big send-off.
when I read it, it put I don't know, it gave me a bad feeling in my stomach. Right? Because I honestly don't know 100% why. It's just how I reacted.
Right.
And I don't know. I think I just kind of took exception with
You
the
got
fact
more of a personal attachment to it.
and of course. And I said that on the show, and I've talked to Woody about this, who's also into Morning Life, and I said, look, admittedly, I've got a fucking weird emotional attachment and reaction to this thing.
Right.
And I just didn't like it. You know, just the fact that that his name was in there. It's like, it's all I got left. And to use that, it's like, I don't know, I'm very protective of it. And
all right, so you're thinking from that angle, like, well, they're using David's, trying to,
and I don't,
I guess, I don't see it that way. I mean, I don't,
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. I understand it completely. I'm not saying you're wrong for feeling that way at all, but I guess I just see it as, look, this is his last bunch of, because I mean, geez, we all know how incredible David was. With writing that stuff. Bob even gave me a packet of the lyrics from one of the last shows that I had played with him upstairs when we did a gig with Troy Marks. And
oh yeah, I was there. I remember that.
yeah, and I had gone back and read those lyrics, and I didn't realize that David was most of the as far as the early stuff is lyricist wise. And dude, just blown away, man. By the poeticism of this stuff. I really think they're trying to, if they're going to do it, it's he's gone.
Yeah.
Why just do it like this and shuffle it out? Give it something huge. Give something huge for David. That's how I would look at it. Like, whether, David might not want it that way, but you know what? He's gone. He wants to do it that way. They're going to do it that way.
Yeah, and that, you know what? I'm glad you say that.
I'm not saying that in a harsh way.
No, that is completely all good.
You know my stance on all that stuff is.
No.
But
believe me, I do.
But
and
I really feel like, dude, it's a tribute at this point. Let's do it big. Let's not just do
and you
it
don't
like
mind asking other people for money for that.
No, well, if you don't have the money, and hey, if you want to do it, it's going to that. You know? And you get stuff with it.
And I do. And that was something that I before I talked about it on the show, all I did was read the thing, and I didn't realize, if there's 5 different things or 6 where, hey, if you donate this, we're gonna
we'll compensate you
record
in this.
Which is cool, which is cool, and and obviously this is going to be something I talk to Bobby about next week, right? Because he heard the show. And I know he knows about it, and it's like, and I even said it's nothing that I'm going to try to stop, or I would never say anything. No. I'm giving my opinion on it. My initial reaction was poor, like I just didn't, I guess automatically I go to something negative because I don't know why, because I'm fucking wired that way now when I, because I'm protective of it. I'm protective of him and the memory, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's all you fucking got left.
Oh, I get it. And I guess maybe you could look at it from the way it was like, you're asking people for money, which they do get, stuff in there if they pay. Yeah. Hey, it's kind of an incentive. It's an easy way to do it. I'm pretty sure everybody looked at finances and went, can we do this ourselves? Probably not, but we really want to get it done. Let's try this.
And I also think there were, I don't know this for sure, but I've just heard that they weren't so pleased with the mastering of maybe the first record or two. So, and
there's another, so you got to appreciate that. It's like, well, look, we're not, and I thought the first 2 albums sounded great.
They're great.
The second one just, not to take away from the first one. First one was fantastic. Second was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and I love their shit. Like, there's the last show that we did, Whine and Cheese, the opening show was a Morning Life show. And it ain't because they're my boys. It's because I fucking like that. And if you go on my, like, how you go on iTunes, and
I'm familiar with it.
And it'll show you how many times you've played a song. David sent me this song. It wasn't even mastered or anything. It's called "Waiting for It All." It's like 6,874 times I've listened to the song.
Yeah,
like legit. That's how much I fucking love the song. So all right, that's interesting. I'm interested to talk to Bobby about that next week. I'm glad.
Yeah, he's got some firsthand.
Oh, and look,
answers he could give you.
I'm curious to see whether or not he comes in to sell me or whether we have a discussion on it.
Right.
Like I want to see whether or not.
Well, now he's going to hear this and be prepared for that. Don't let him know anything.
If anybody who knows Bobby, he's been prepared for it.
Oh yeah.
He's just like me. He's had this conversation 5 times before it ever happens.
Right.
That's how I am.
And he's straightforward, man.
And that's why I couldn't say enough good things about the dude. That's like today. When you agreed to do the podcast with me earlier today, I did the podcast in my head subconsciously 4 or 5 times. I knew what we were going to talk about,
Right.
So yeah.
For the record, I had no clue.
Yeah. So he was. Yeah. I in traditional Whine and Cheese form, I didn't give Dickie any heads up of what we were going to talk about.
Exactly. So don't hold me at fault.
Yeah. So that. Let's see, because I actually, I wanted to try to show a little respect for you, so I took some notes.
Thanks.
And it's and I have to say, like when I said that, well, isn't your life fucking perfect? I actually wrote that down.
Oh, look at that.
I knew you were gonna say something that was gonna aggravate me.
See?
I may take this and it'll be the fucking the picture on the show.
Apparently, Dickie is short for predictable.
Yeah. So basically, we're at about, we usually stop around an hour. We're at about 58 minutes.
This is over already? This is bullshit.
Right. I have right? And that's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you know it's good. And no matter what, we'll do this again. And, I think we covered a bunch of things. And, one of them is that, Woody and I are awful people. And
no, you're not.
We ruined the birthday. And you know what? You know what happened? You know how I think there might be a God?
I gotta hear this.
We let everybody know Monday about the canceling Allie's gig, and then Tuesday, and then the next day, Woody had to put his cat down, right?
Which one?
The big fat one, Mickey.
Was it the mean one?
I mean, he had it coming. He probably had it
Did
coming.
they whack him? What does that mean?
No, Woody had it coming because bad things happen to bad people. You know.
Yeah, Woody's that kind of person.
Well, you go canceling gigs on
Yeah,
people, and you know you get what you got coming to you.
You sure Mark didn't put the cat down? I'm just saying.
No, man. He, and that was the thing. Like in the middle of all this, like us trying to fucking grovel, and you know, he's like, hey, I'm at Metairie Small Animal Hospital. Apparently, the fucking cat had a stroke, and I had to put the motherfucker down.
How was he about it?
Well, I mean, he was okay.
Because I have a relative story to that.
Okay,
that has to do with Darren and.
Oh yeah, well, let's hear that. We can go.
Jack told us this story that he had called Darren one day, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up?" And Darren's dog had just died. Duke had this dog for you. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's Duke just died. I'm burying him in the backyard, and Jack's like, "Man, oh dude, I'm so sorry to hear that." And Darren goes, he was old. What's up? It's like, wow.
Well, you
okay.
know,
I know Jack's very emotional about his animals, like as anybody should. I mean,
yeah.
But dude, not a.
You
just,
know,
he was old. What you know?
I mean, I don't know if y'all do, but everybody in my circle calls Darren the robot because it came from his drumming ability because he's like a fucking drum machine.
Right.
But then I was like, then it turned into cold dead eyes.
Right, but you know what the fucked up part about it is? If you tell him that to his face, he goes, "What? I'm a robot? Yeah, okay."
Yeah. That's
what makes him great. I love him.
Yeah.
That's a well, all right. Whatever.
Yeah,
What we got?
Fucking doll's eyes. So I think I guess the last thing I want to say is
so you broke up. All right, I'm keeping score here. You killed Pickle Scoop, Wine and Cheese, Woody's cat.
Yep.
Shit, do you? I gotta be careful on the way home.
Dude, that's no joke. Like people talk about like the fact that people should not be close to me.
Should have never done. God damn it, Mark.
Like people fucking are like, don't be friends with Cheese. They're fucking dropping like flies, right? Like I'm serious. Like I hear this shit. Oh man, like I went to. You know what? This is just another thing. There was some fucking benefit at Southport Hall this weekend for a guy named Johnny Vines. Mm-hmm. I don't know who he is, right. But Kevin George hit me up, and him and his woman were going out there. We were just gonna hang out, and man, no less than I'm not there fucking 5 seconds, and somebody's coming up to me and fucking jibber jabbering in my ear about David. I can't go anywhere without people fucking like. People like you and the people that know me, yes, we talked about it extensively in the beginning, but now that shit don't come up. Y'all let me bring it up if I need to talk about it.
Precisely.
And dude, my girl was getting pissed. Like, she's like, I'm about to fucking jump in the middle of you and people. And I'm like, look, just let it, I don't understand why they do it. But it's like, that's the deal. Like, they just fucking come up to me and want to talk about it.
And it's okay to tell them you don't want to talk about it.
And
and if they don't get it, they're
and I don't, and that's exactly what my girl tells me. And for some reason, like I have a hard time doing that. I really do, because the first thing I think is like, well, even if you weren't tight with my boy, I know he brought you joy because he just did that, right? Like I was telling this story to somebody that you picked up that book. Which is a Jason Ellis book. Which Jason Ellis is David. I still listen to him on the radio, and I've talked about this before. He does Ellis Mania in Vegas every year, and it's where he gets all the fans together, 5,000 of the fans, and he gets us all together, and everybody boxes each other, and does things like puts 6 people in a ring, blindfolds them, and puts dog collars on them, and then throws the shockers to the crowd, and they shock them while they fucking fight, and they do piñata fight where
what the fuck?
It's fucking amazing. It's such a good time that he gets, because he's friends with MMA guys. They'll do a piñata fight where there's a piñata in the corner of the ring. There's 2 MMA fighters standing there, and there's 3 fans who have to try to fucking break the piñata. It's fucking great. Well, his side
sounds like something George Carlin would.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's amazing. Jason Ellis is fucking amazing. I love him. Well, his sidekick on the show is this guy Tully, who is he's the opposite of Ellis. He's from Jersey, but he's
this dude makes me do legitimate spit takes, right? Well, we're in Vegas. This thing happens at the Hard Rock. Well, it's not Howard Stern and it's not the Wine and Cheese show. It's like fucking in the middle. It's national. So at the Circle Bar, they come out to hang out with the fans, and there are probably 2,000 people at the Circle Bar. And when they walk out, you could just see everybody's eyes are on the two famous guys, and they want a second to talk. And you could just see like Tully and Ellis, they like get, a minute here or whatever.
Right.
Tully comes up to us, and I'm really the big fan, huge fan. David was a fan. David's got a shirt on. It's Faster Pussycat shirt. Faster Pussycat was a 80s hair metal band. And it just so happens Tully is a fucking 80s hair metal fan. Well, he's just working his way through the crowd. He walks over to us, sees the T-shirt. He talked to David for 25 minutes. That's the type of dude this was, that like famous people, whatever, when they got around him and fucking talked to him, it was like they were engaged.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted to talk to this guy, and he made them laugh. And while there's 1,000 people around staring holes through David because they're mad, Tully sits there and they just fuck, and I'm sitting there like the bitch because I'm, I want to, at the very end, I'm like, can I get a picture? Like,
No.
yeah. So shit like that goes through my head, and I'm like, man, people just want to, say something, whatever.
Sure.
But people don't know what to fucking say, and they're idiots.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, I don't even want to tell you some of the shit people told me this weekend, but.
Yeah, don't rehash that.
No,
Your life's already miserable.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, if you go back like 2 or 3 years, like, it has been a fucking shit run.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
It's been a fucking and
it's been kind of cloudy.
So,
fucking Woody's cat.
yeah, right? Well, bad things happen to bad people. That's the first thing I thought, because everybody's giving Woody shit, too, because he's, well, you see, Woody, you fucking shouldn't be such an asshole, and you wouldn't fucking kill your cat, So,
cat, for Christ's sake.
I think I did okay tonight. My girl, when I told her that I was going to do this with you tonight, she gave me some very distinct instructions, and I actually wrote down
I gotta hear this.
what she said. She said, and I quote, "You need to micromanage your fucking mouth."
Okay.
That's what, because she was worried that I was going to come and, like, completely destroy any semblance of fucking salvageable relationships with people. And when she said that, I was like, that's a fucking T-shirt.
It is.
Fucking micromanage your mouth.
Wow.
She's funny, man. She makes me laugh,
yeah,
dude. And
that's
she's
a great
smart.
quote.
Yeah. And I was like, we need to make fucking T-shirts. And she
should.
goes, ho, ho, ho. Don't fuck. She's like, I'm serious. Fucking. And she said, she's like, I want to listen to this thing before you post it.
Right.
To make sure that you're not a complete, I don't know. She thinks I have no emotions. I don't know. Whatever.
No, you've got emotions.
Yeah, right? They're there.
They're there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Monique, I'm fucking sending Dickie your way if you disagree. So, Molly Ringwald's this Saturday.
Yeah.
At
Southport
Southport Hall. I mean, I'm happy to promote it, but it don't need it. It's the place is slammed.
You're coming out there, huh?
Of course.
Okay.
I don't. It's been a while. I think the only time that I've missed one of y'all's shows locally in a couple of years was like we had a show, right? Like I couldn't.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, like I couldn't make it.
That's it. I quit.
Yeah, and you're in another band that I know you've been in for a long time called Pierce Penniless.
Yeah.
Y'all got anything coming up?
Yeah, Friday at Hurricanes.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
See, we need better advertising.
Yeah. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night at
Hurricanes. So
Hurricanes.
I'll make sure I get this thing up, and it'll be up during the day tomorrow. And Pierce Penniless is Dickie's. It's Dickie's band. Dickie
I've been with these guys for 20 years.
Yeah.
And they're just that's family. These guys.
And I could the last 2 times I've seen y'all, it's been fucking on point. I will say there was, I don't know, about a year. David and I went to see you at Hurricanes, and I don't know if you had like a couple of gigs in a row, but your voice was fucking.
I was
like,
done.
Yeah,
I know
right.
What you're talking about.
You know which one I'm like. And David and I are looking at each other like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
I think I was battling something that
Yeah.
with this, and I was like, dude, I can't make this gig. I even said it beforehand. I was so doped up on medicine trying to get through it.
Yeah.
I know exactly what.
And we noticed. I even videoed it so we could look at it the next day and make sure we weren't just hammered.
But see, it fucking happens, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. But I think it's been 3 times in a row I've seen y'all there, and I think the last time was the best I think I've ever seen y'all. It was when y'all were preparing for the Stash Gordon thing. So you were.
So what? I can't drink tomorrow?
No, dude, you do whatever you want. Look, I've learned with these cover bands. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you're good. Play my jam.
I really don't. Yeah, it should be a good time tomorrow.
But
hopefully the vocals will hold up.
Yeah, but yeah, go check it out. And Mark, I'm gonna be waiting for you. The seat is fucking warm for you to come back here, man. Get back in here and let's keep this thing going,
please.
And until then,
I enjoy hearing that. So
yeah,
it's kind of breaking my heart that this is going on,
right?
And, you know, look, man, I'm sorry that Cheese is such a useless prick, but I mean, fucking things up. But
yeah, I mean, give me a break.
Give him I believe in a cooling off period, man. I think it's gonna happen. I can't see a guy like him, And I mean, and look, I'm briefly, I've talked to him. I mean, but it doesn't take me long to really like somebody if they're that. Trust me, there's some people that whatever. I've seen a couple of times. Fuck off, but he got in quick, and dude, just let him cool off. I have a feeling he's that guy. I hope I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, because I'm gonna run out of interesting people to talk to real quick.
Yeah, so I'm on after Bobby again. Is what
hey, don't think you won't get that fucking call, man. So
I mean, dude, I'm all about doing this.
But it'll never be as good if fucking Mark isn't sitting across from me. So get your ass over here, man. Come on. And until then, hail Satan.
Go from the top again. Sorry. I don't know what the fuss is about. This Jack the cunt, he's just a fucking poof to me. He's a fucking poof. Just another poof. Fucking in his Adidas trackies and his subwoofers. He's a poof. I don't get all the fuss is about.
I'm Jack the cunt. I love the quiz, mate. I love them fag boys as much as me beer, mate. It takes all kinds, so says me. I'm Jack the cunt. I love the quiz.
Mad one!
Well, his name's Jack the Cunt, and you don't have to wonder. He's pals with the ponces and comes from down under like me. But I'm not a poofter, you see. Not sure about Jack, well, he might wallaby. But step to the cunt and you'll get a disaster. My mate's fully sick, God, I love you, you bastard. Don't test me none neither, unless you wanna fight. You think that I won't, but I just bet you might. I'm fond of the Sheilas, but not of the coppers. I vote for the chick with the best set of knockers. Go get us a beer while I wrestle this rube. You think that I won't, then I didgeridoo. Fair income, spot on. My lyrics are ace, cop it sweet when I come with an up to your face. Got me mashed, now it's time to go out with a bang. Watch me ride boomerang.
Here comes the chorus.
I'm Jack the cunt. Big fan of the quiz. So all you other cunts should live in fear. I'll fuck your mum. I'm not gay.
Yeah, you are.
I'm Jack the cunt. Big fan of the quiz. If your mum's not that hot, I'll probably still fuck her.
Yeah, you would.
Cause I'm Jack the cunt.
Jack the cunt, don't give a fuck. You can suck titties or lick on nuts. You can bang cuties or fuck on butts. He'll dab you mid-stroke cause the sluts are sluts. He don't even judge, he's a new age dude. Universal truth, everybody poos. Everybody poops, everybody poos. Shit, play your cards right, he might poo on you while you're jerking off in a Argyle sock with a rollerblade movie playing on the box. When you bust enough, he might wipe you off. Cause loving fags ain't never soft. He loves the fags. He's Jack the cunt.
Here he is again.
I'm Jack the cunt.
Jack the cunt.
And I'm not gay.
Mother's a whore.
But if you are, well, that's okay.
Fucked her.
You cunts are cool with me.
Yeah.
I'm Jack the cunt.
Bunch of kangaroos fucked her too.
Big fan of the quiz.
Yeah, you fucked a kangaroo.
So suck some dicks. Good on your mates. Love Jack the cunt.
She'd fuck a kangaroo too.
I'm not gay, mate.
Shaggy, whoop whoop.
Drinking brew, smoking blunts, punch a root in the cunt, fucking up front, Aussie rules #1. I'm the Melbourne Don, Jack see me and they run. I fight hobos for money, I fight ladies for fun. Me and my clubbers do burnouts on the avenue. Chickies pull me up like a didgeridoo. Got rudest stash from here to Papua New Guinea. A bitch gave me lips, so I threw up on her titties. Your mom's a fat cow, but she'll be right, mate. When you wasn't looking, I shitted your Sprite, mate. You totally drank it, it was fucking funny. Now put your hands up, I'm gonna take your fucking money. I don't hate on pufters, it's the wrong thing to do. Gay people got rights, just like me and you. If you're prejudiced, I'll fucking set you straight. Let the bows get married, say no to Prop J.
Office myself, not in a gay way.
Giant cock,
It's good for your health.
big ass,
I read it online on fistform.com.
she has a giant asshole.
They wouldn't lie.
Abos,
I'm Jack the Cunt. Glory holes, you never know. I'm just saying,
me mom.
I'm Jack the Cunt.
Jack the cunt, don't give a fuck. Fuck. Play your cards right, he might pull on you. Jack the cunt, don't give a fuck.
Everybody's a poofter. I didn't realize I'd been a giant poofter this whole time. A cock goggling, cum guzzling poofter, mate.